Hi, I'm Danny from RentABike, and as you can see, we've got one of our Honda CB500Xs right here, right in front of us. This is a 2023 model. That's the only model that we use, the newest ones. If you've decided that this is the bike you want to take for a tour, then I'm going to run through the bike and the general key information all about it. If you're not sure yet, we've made this video of questions that you might like to ask yourself to figure out whether this is the right bike for you. We've also made another video on all the upgrades that we put on the bike. I'll go over most of them in this video, but you might like to see that specific video. So as I said, we used the 2023 model, and you can clearly see it's the 2023 model when you look at the dual disc brakes there. That's the clearest telltale sign. You've also got improved shocks on the front. There is an improved shock on the back, but the shock is still shocking. So we use these. They have the larger 19-inch front wheel, which is better for that off-road capability, even though this is just a light off-road bike. It's not for hardcore off-road, so bear that in mind with the type of riding that you want to do. Now in Vietnam, we consider this to be a big bike, but you're probably going to call it a mid-size bike, which it is really. But for the small roads here and the dense traffic, it certainly feels very big. It's great for two people. It's got a really nice pillion seat there, and it's got enough power for two people and light luggage. You can easily overload this bike, so do be careful. Like I say, it is quite big for the smaller winding tracks, particularly up there in like Ha Giang, where you've got some very sharp switchbacks. So you really do need to be confident on this bike if that's where you're going. Overall, I would suggest that this bike is for more experienced riders, people that are much more comfortable with slow maneuvering and dense traffic. So a few technical things you might like to consider, and that is that she's a 471cc, around 46, 47 horsepower. So she's got a bit of oomph. Speeds here are quite slow on the highway. You're not allowed onto the high speedways. You can just go on regular highways, and the speed limit there is usually 70 kilometers an hour. Also, in terms of technicals, you've got the seat height, which is really quite low for a mid-range bike. She's 83 centimeters. I think that's 32, 33 inches. So quite good for the smaller rider, that one. We can also lower the seat slightly. We can put on a thinner seat, and we can get an inch or two off that if you know someone that's got shorter legs. Overall weight, dry, is around 200 kilos. So then if you add in 17 liters of fuel, and your luggage and maybe your pillion as well, you can see you're going to be hitting that maybe easily 250 to maybe 300 mark. So the overall weight, if you drop her and need to pick her up, is going to be quite substantial. The bikes come standard with top box and side panniers as well. We give those to you for no extra cost. Some places are going to charge you for that, but we feel it's part and parcel of the bike. What we do ask you to do, though, is to be careful about overloading. And because if you overload this back box, 35 liters, overload the side boxes, 25 liters each side, and you've maybe got a heavy pillion, or you've got a couple of bags on here, obviously you're going to find the front end is slightly light, and your steering and maneuverability is going to be affected. So yeah, you do get those, part and parcel of the bike, but just be a little bit careful with it. So why really are we choosing the Honda CB500X? Now, Honda has about 80% of the Vietnamese market, therefore servicing, spare parts, they're easy to find. Also, it's a Honda. They're reliable. It goes without saying. So we've never had a situation where we've had a ruined holiday or a ruined trip just because the bike's broken down. Anything that we've had to deal with is usually punctures or small little repairs. It's very rare that we actually have to deal with issues like this, because when the bikes come back, we check them. We check that everything's in working order and as we gave it to you. And then we also, before the bike goes out, we do all the maintenance, oils, checks, chains, brakes, everything. so that we know that we're giving you a solid bike that's going to last for your 1 week, 2 week, 3 week trip with minimal maintenance. If you are going north-south, then we have shops across the country where you can stop in and get any maintenance checks, or if there's any tweaks or adjustments that you want made, then we can handle that quite easily through the network of Honda all over the country. So yeah, solid, reliable bikes, and that's why we choose them. So that wraps up our guide to the Honda CB500X for your Vietnam journey, rental or tour. Remember, preparation is key for an unforgettable and safe ride. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us directly or drop them in the comments below. We'll certainly answer anything that you throw at us. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more insights, and also share with your friends as well. Until then, stay safe, keep the rubber side down, and enjoy your exploration of Vietnam.